Good morning, traders, and welcome to another live trading webinar. For those who are new here with us, my name is Theo, and I will be your host for today and every day. So let's get started. Very important to mention that this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide any trading or investment advice or any personal recommendations. And simply all the trades that I will initiate today, it's purely based on the way I see the markets, the way I read the price charts, and the way I trade for all these years. Now, let's go to the charts and start very fast with the pound US dollar. So, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we had this area of support acting really well for the Great British Pound on the sequence bounced here at this level 1.2435, and the price got rejected. Now, is this it's going to be the beginning of a new move to the upside? We don't know. Price came another time to retest this area just 2 days ago, and with this bullish engulfing candle, the buyers didn't step in to push higher price. Therefore, I believe it's more of the weakness rather than strength of the Great British Pound against the dollar. So I would expect to see some more continuation to the downside based on this development. Now, on the lower time frame for our chart, we have clearly this lower low here. We created this lower high, so we may gonna see the price move lower. Next one, Euro US dollar. Good morning, Larry. How are you today? Theo, I'm very well, thank you. What about you? Mogiol said, good morning. Fuad, good morning, everyone. Cherry, good morning. Janice, good morning, guys. So next one, it's the euro against the US dollar. Price after this consolidation, it broke to the downside, as I already explained you in the previous session, that this is a strong continuation pattern, especially at the beginning of a new downtrend. And going to the lower time frames, yesterday at 12, was yesterday or 2 days ago, at 12 p.m. Broker time, or at 10 a.m. GMT. This bearish engulfing candle created the move to the downside. Price made a new low. We are in a downtrend. This brings up a nice question for education purposes, especially about trading. Guys, many people ask me, Theo, what do we do when we see reversal divergence, bullish divergence here? Price made lower low, and the indicator made higher low. So it's a disagreement between the indicator and the price. Now, when we identify this, we just stop selling into this downtrend move, into this extension, if you prefer. Once we identified here that the price broke below, and the next candle especially was so weak, and the indicator made higher low, so we should be staying out of any sell positions and not go to the lower time frames, 1 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute chart, and try to sell after this event occur. All right, guys, that's what the negative divergence and the positive divergence mean. Of course, depends on which direction is the market. When we are in the uptrend, we have negative divergences. If the indicator makes lower high and the price makes higher high, when we are in a downtrend like this one here, the indicator made higher low and the price made lower low. So after we see this disagreement, we don't try to sell on the extension. All right, that's exactly what it is. So far, I wasn't able to find this information at any YouTube channel, at any education content, nowhere, but purely this is technical analysis. This is how it's been written in the original books of technical analysis. That's where I learned how to trade mainly. Okay, and that's exactly how the divergences work. Cherry said all divergences confuse me. Cherry, especially in regards to this, because you mentioned you are from the beginning with me on these webinars, and I really appreciate it. And many times you ask me about divergences on 30-minute charts, on 1 hour chart. Divergences, it's just that purely disagreement between the price and how it's supposed to behave based on the previous data shown on the indicator. All right, so when we see this disagreement, it's like a lack of confirmation that this move we see, if we take in consideration this move we see right now on the chart, and it's going down, it's kind of at some point we expect this move to end and see an opposite move to the opposite direction. That means upwards, because of this disagreement. So when we identify the disagreement, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to start taking trades in the opposite direction, because the divergences, guys, they don't tell us that a new trend is about to start. And that's where traders get confused a lot. Divergences here, write this down, they don't tell us that a new uptrend will start. The divergence tell us that this move to the downside, it's over. And therefore, we expect to have some buying pressure coming in the market. But at some point, this buying pressure, it's going to meet the supply from the sellers, and the price, it's going to continue to its origin direction. The only case we have going to have change in the trend is when we're going to observe a higher high, right? Not when we're going to observe divergences, when the price actually it's going to make a higher high. Guys, I hope this is going to be very clear. From now on, you have the fundamental and back to the root, the understand of what divergences are and how do you read them on the chart and how do you act when you see divergences. Okay. Mladen, good morning. Larry, you are good. Darshan, it's been a while, my friend. Good morning. Mladen, what do you think about short-term buying regarding these divergences? Mladen asked, what do I think about short-term buy regarding these divergences? We don't, it's absolutely fine. You can do whatever you want in trading. However, from a probabilistic perspective, we don't know for exactly when the buyers they want to step in at this point, and we don't know until which price level they're gonna meet the selling pressure and they will not be able to keep pushing the price higher. So it's very, very random, the occurrence of until when the opposite move is going to stop. William asked, Theo, this is a perfect short explanation of divergences. Thanks for sharing this. You are very welcome, William. We are very, very welcome. Cherry, okay. And when we shall start to sell in case of bullish divergence? I answer that, Cherry. Rumen, USDCHF on the 4-hour chart, please. Absolutely. Diego, hi, Theo. Can you explain again? And inside resistal, I assume that's what you want. I need to hear that explanation a few times more. Okay. Shining Star, good morning, Theo. Good morning, guys. Palmier, good morning, Aviator. Need to break the trend line to confirm a possible uptrend, question mark. Absolutely, Aviator. Aviator asked if the needed of a trend line must be present to confirm a possible uptrend. At some cases, guys, especially in the Forex market, we don't have trend lines. And that's, again, where traders confuse. At sometimes the market doesn't give us a way to, the swings are not that clear to be able to draw a trend line, a valid trend line. So in this case, let me show you here. We have 1, 2 touches. I'm not taking this as a touch because the lower started from here. So that's the 1, 2 touches. We can draw a trend line. So that trend line, because it has 2 touches, it can be drawn. Now, let me correct that phrase. That's what usually traders say, what I just said, but let me correct you. Any line can be drawn by touching 2 points. So I find 2 points and I can draw a line. Now, is this a trend line? Trend line has 2 areas. It's the tentative one, tentative, and the valid one. Tentative trend line is the trend line that can be drawn once a downtrend line. In this occasion, we have 4 points, like I will show you. That's the 1, that's the 2nd, that's the 3rd, and we need a lower low, another swing, that's the 4th. So we need 4 points to create a lower high and a lower low, and that's a part of the trend line. So if we have this, we call this line, can be called a tentative trend line. The 3rd touch and rejection up to this trend line, or just the 3rd touch, it makes the trend line confirm. And that's what we call a valid trend line. Now, a break above this tentative trend line, at many times, it shows that a change of the trend. All right. If we're going to experience some rejection here, the price is going to be rejected here with a strong price action. That's a tradable opportunity because we have a lower low, we have a trend line, and the market is moving in a way that a trend line is respected. That's how we call it. Other times, guys, why do we put moving averages on the charts? Because there are some points that the market it's moving based on that dynamic support and resistance of that dynamic wavy movement that the moving averages provide. So it's a tool we use to find out how the market behaves at that point. Sometimes the moving averages are not the way the price behave on the chart. And a trend line, it's what is being respected by the price. And the bounces of the trend line respond to the price move. Okay, that's why we can use both We have them in our arsenal of tools, and we just try to see at each occasion which one it's much better at that particular market. All right. Let's check the Swiss very soon. Guys, sorry that I stayed for a bit longer on these matters, but these are really very, very important and very crucial. All right. So please, if you need to watch again this webinar, it's been recorded. Please make sure you go back and watch this particular 5 minutes and try to really understand it. And if you have questions, you can leave comments, you can send me email. I provide my email to every one of you, so feel free to do it. We are here to support your training, your trading learning here at Admirals, and please try to take good advantage of that, because we are here to support you. All right. So Australian dollar, US dollar, let's go to the daily chart. This weakness here, market the price didn't just break below the support, but it's just moving a bit sideways. I'm not interested at all about this one. Kiwi, some strength on the New Zealand dollar, but what I would like to see at this point is this one here. The price is trading within this area. If we're going to have a higher high, this today's candle, if it's going to take the yesterday's high, and how I find it out, I will just come at the top of the candle. Let me zoom in a little bit. I will zoom in a little bit. You see this high here? I will press right click there, and I will create an alert. So if the price, here is the alert, and I will set up, of course, expired date today at why I cannot change the time here. Anyway, I will sort it out later. Now, if the price it's gonna move higher than this area, sorry, if the price is gonna move higher than this point here, I will receive the alert and I will come to place a sell stop order below the open of the yesterday's candle, because that's a potential bearish engulfing candle. And I love bearish engulfing candles. You see, this market here at this resistance, it took the high of the previous day, and a pending order below here would have been a lucrative opportunity. And I will reveal that to you. For many years, especially when I start trading, I was trading exclusively on the daily chart for years, and exclusively the bullish and bearish engulfings with this way I just say, alert, pending orders. That was the only price action setup I used to do for years. And that's how I created my success as a trader, only from this strategy. Then I start adding intraday stuff. Then I start adding additional things. But that's my, how do you call it? Bread and butter strategy. Bullish and bearish engulfings. Okay. USD JPY. Finally, the market made it at this point here. Price explode very fast. The indicator didn't follow through. Therefore, we have the negative divergence here. So after this event occurred, I wouldn't be confident to buy this breakout. That's what the divergences mean. We make a higher high or equal high, but the indicator stalled and didn't register a new high. So it looks like within this development of the price, there is a kind of weakness in the market. So if the market possibly will show weakness, I prefer not to initiate any buying position, wait patiently for the breakout, or if it's gonna push lower, wait for a new lower low if you want, a new lower high, lower low, and trade to the downside when it's going to be more clarity. Now, please pay attention to this. At this point, we are looking at the daily chart. On the daily chart, this event I just explained, most likely it's going to take few weeks to play out. Every day, you're going to browse, we browse, and we go through numerous markets, and every single day, at least, we look at the majors every day. So this market here, it's going to maybe take few weeks to give us trading opportunity. And that's where patience needs to be applied. And that's where traders, they get messed up. Okay, I was waiting from this moment here to initiate the buying opportunity right here. After I saw this higher high, I was ready for this market. But the way this market developed with this 95% retracement and with this kind of double bottom in a very short term length, it shows weakness in the market. That's what I know as a trader. But the market rally, what to do? It's okay. It doesn't mean I will delete from my memory the high probability market behavior I experienced so far, just because this time the market moved and I didn't expect it to move. And again, that's what many traders, they get very messed up. So guys, I believe this webinar, you have to rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it, okay? Because there are, so far, I told you 3 key components of your trading development, okay? So please pay attention to this one. And if you have time later, watch it again. Good morning, Theo. Florence said, thanks for the divergence explanation. Aviator said, excellent explanation. Thank you so much, guys. USD Canadian dollar in this range, not interested. Where is the USD Swissy? I don't see the USD Swissy, so let's just add it. White, it's this one here. So USD CHF, let's start with the daily chart. There is some areas, so let's start with the weekly then. It's not clarity. We have these supports here, very, very strong supports. Price break below, can act as resistance. We are in a downtrend. You see on the weekly chart, guys, if you are trading the daily charts, you come to the weekly and you see the trend. Trend is downtrend, very, very shallow retracements. It's Thursday and the price didn't even, buyers, they didn't even manage to push a little bit higher. They only, so far at least, they only pushed 10 pips, okay, from the open to the close. On the daily chart, we start seeing this bottom, round bottom behavior, and that's a reversal pattern. So what do? We have this disagreement between the daily and the weekly. Now, Rumen asked a valid tentative line on USD. It's going to be either a valid or a tentative trend line. It cannot be at the same time valid and same time tentative. So if we draw this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a tentative trend line so far. If we take this trend line, we have 1 higher high, 2, 3, 4. This one here, it's a valid trend line because we have 6 points. 1, then price from here, it make a higher high from the previous swing. So that's 2. Retest here, 3. Make a higher high, 4. Retest and reject. That was a great trading opportunity. 5, 6 here. So we have already 3 touches. Be careful if you're going to take the 4th touch to the upside. I will prefer it to be with a bullish engulfing or with a long rejection at the bottom, kind of gravestone doji, because it becomes very obvious. Everyone can clearly see this trend, and at many occasions the market is just trying to flash before it's reversed. That's all about the majors. Can you look at the, if you have time, the CAC 40? All right, we will try to look at that later. Now let's check the where is DAX? DAX. So we have the high here. Price break above this resistance. Now this is our reference. What do we expect? Let's delete this one. What do we expect at this point? The market makes strong divergences. Now, if today we're going to close above this high, then most likely we're going to see a nice continuation pattern. Okay, so we have to be very patient. The 4-hour chart on this kind of retracement finds support and rejection at this area right here. Let's check the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, it gives us a very, very nice swing here, and that's what I really love. That's the best way of price behavior. We have this swing, and before the London Open, if we're gonna take the low of this 16,002, so we are at a round number, a very strong round number here at 16,000. So a sell stop below here, very, very strong price behavior, and a buy stop above here. So my 2 orders for today, traders, on the DAX, for the scalping, London Open, sell stop below this low on the 1-minute chart, buy stop above this high on the 1-minute chart. Wherever we're going to break outside, I will cancel the other order. Again, that's a scalping. I usually go for 10 pips. Gold. Let's trade the gold as well. We have about 25 pips from this point. At the end, it was a very nice trade yesterday on the gold. After we end the webinar, I thought to post it on the Telegram, and for a reason I forget it. So I hope you trade it, or you understand actually what we do here. Anyway, I will place a sell stop below this low here and a buy stop above this. Oh, why did it take the order? It doesn't take the order because it's very close. Buy stop. Okay, now it took it. Okay, we got filled on that one. Let's see what the market is gonna do. Guys, in the meantime, if you feel that you find value out of this webinar, please make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. That will be really appreciated. DAX, we got filled to the upside, therefore I canceled the order, the sell order. Let's see, we are active in both DAX and gold. Gold is on the 5 pips so far profit. DAX, wow, guys, DAX 25, 26. I closed the position, DAX on the rally today. Wow. Guys, I think we had one of the best, by far the best trading days today. Let's check the gold. Gold 10, 10, 10. Come on. Okay, I closed the gold too. Both trades on profit, done. Bang. Good job, everyone. I'm sure I see the comments. Many people, they took the trades. Congratulations, guys. That was a very, very fast and nice. So we managed to bang 31 points on the DAX. I don't know if someone is still on the DAX. If someone is still trading the DAX, guys, please make sure you manage your trades. Don't expect under any circumstances that one trade, it's gonna make your yearly profits, your monthly profits. No, okay, please be disciplined, be humble. Anytime you feel that you are losing your accountability in your trading, shoot me an email, send me a message, either on my email address as you have it at Admirals, either post something on the Telegram and I'll come back to you, because it's really important. And see what the price is going to do now, traders. We are on the DAX, nice breakout here. Then the buyers, everyone, after this move, everyone start buying here. And you see this candle, it's 3 times smaller than this candle here. Many people, they got the confirmation, DAX is moving higher, we're going to buy here. And you're going to see the next 2 candles, how they're going to behave. You just can stay there and watch. Okay. Gold. Okay, we close fairly good. Okay, all good. Guys, I will call it for the day. Cherry, 10 pips on DAX. Rumen said, good job, Theo. Good job, all. Aviator, close the position. Awesome. Aviator, meet the daily. Goal for the day. I have the rest of the day. Florence, very nice. All righty, guys. From me, I will say a very big thank you one more time for your participation. It was a privilege and honor as every day to go through the live trading sessions. Sometimes I feel it's better to spend more time and explain you things that honestly you're not going to find it anywhere else. And I say that with much comfortability and much confidence. Okay, here you have the opportunity to learn from a real trader and not mark around with just things that maybe they're going to work one day, maybe they don't. Okay, we know we're going to get losing trades. Many days we lost, but overall we accumulate, we make pips and pips on our account, and at the end of the month we try to always be in profit. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day ahead, and I look forward to you tomorrow at the same time. Bye, everyone.